Have you ever found yourself trapped in a whirlwind of thoughts that seem never-ending? Situations that happened hours, days, or even weeks ago continue to be analyzed in detail, imagining scenarios, questioning choices, and assigning blame. This is the cycle of overthinking, also known as rumination, and it is more common than one might think. The more one tries to explain emotions or find logical solutions to situations without clear answers, the more this cycle is fueled. The mind intensely focuses on a single problem or thought, neglecting important areas of life, such as health, relationships, and simple moments of pleasure. It's as if all mental energy is directed toward one point, leaving balance and well-being aside. Recognizing being trapped in this cycle is the first step to slowing the mind. It's not just about overthinking, it's about understanding that this way of thinking is an attempt to control what is, by nature, uncertain and unpredictable. By recognizing the cycle, it becomes possible to begin regaining focus and mental calm. Some people are more prone to overthinking, usually linked to personality and the patterns they cultivate. Type A individuals, perfectionists, and high achievers, for example, constantly seek control and predictability, trying to anticipate everything that could happen. The brain, in an attempt to reduce anxiety, imagines future scenarios, often exaggerated, creating worries without real foundation. The mind interprets every action, word, and look, trying to control what is impossible to control, the perceptions of others. Recognizing that this behavior stems from a desire for security and perfection is essential. Understanding this thinking profile allows it to be managed consciously, without being dominated by the mental cycle. To break the cycle of overthinking, it is crucial to adopt practical strategies. The first step is to accept uncertainty. Life is unpredictable, and trying to control every detail only increases anxiety. High-performing individuals need to train flexibility, try new experiences, test different approaches, and become familiar with the unknown without fear. Another important strategy is to reduce dependence on outcomes. This does not mean abandoning goals, but developing a healthy detachment from desires and objectives. Being prepared to accept that not everything will go as planned reduces internal pressure and calms the mind. It is also essential to value mistakes and failures, as they are rich sources of learning and growth. Avoiding failure maintains stagnation, while embracing it strengthens character, increases resilience, and teaches better ways to face new challenges. Finally, identifying triggers that provoke overthinking or anxiety allows reactions to be managed consciously, interrupting the cycle before it becomes paralyzing. With these strategies, overthinking can be transformed into focus and clarity. A central factor that fuels overthinking is closely linked to ego and identity. Often, there is concern about maintaining the self-image constructed over time, whether as an exemplary professional, a present parent, or someone who must be perfect. This need to maintain a rigid persona intensifies anxiety and the cycle of excessive thoughts. For example, an athlete who fears making a mistake in a game is not just thinking about performance but also about the identity associated with excellence. The fear of failure then becomes the fear of challenging that identity. Everyday situations, such as being late or a misinterpreted comment, become threats to self-perception. By recognizing the connection between overthinking and ego, it is possible to observe thoughts without judgment and without fully identifying with them. This awareness allows detachment from internal pressures, reduces anxiety, and promotes more authentic behavior, living each moment without being enslaved by a rigid identity. Reducing overthinking also involves reframing thoughts and using meditation as a tool for self-understanding. Reframing means looking at a situation differently, assigning context and purpose to thoughts that previously consumed mental energy. For example, instead of blaming oneself for a mistake, one can think, "This is an opportunity for learning and growth." Feeling-based meditation is another powerful technique. It involves directly connecting with the emotions arising from thoughts without judging or trying to change them. This allows the realization that a thought is just a thought, neutral until emotional significance is assigned to it. With consistent practice, emotions and thoughts become detached, providing greater control over mental and physical responses, reducing stress and rumination. The use of binaural beats, especially in the alpha frequency, can enhance this effect, guiding the brain from an agitated beta wave state to a relaxed, meditative state. In this way, overthinking loses power, allowing situations to be seen with greater clarity and calm. Communication is another essential tool for reducing overthinking, both with others and with oneself. Assumptions about others' motivations or thoughts often increase anxiety and rumination. Asking directly, clarifying doubts, and maintaining open dialogue prevents misunderstandings and eases mental load. Self-communication is equally powerful. Internal dialogue, journaling, or using phrases such as, "This is just a thought," helps organize thoughts and reduces identification with each idea. Simple mantras, like, "It doesn't matter," remind that many worries are temporary and do not define life. By combining open communication, conscious self-communication, and thought externalization, a lighter, more organized mental space is created, where overthinking loses strength and clarity becomes dominant. Finally, developing acceptance, adaptability, and a focus on personal growth is crucial for managing overthinking. Many concerns about catastrophic scenarios rarely materialize, and even when challenges arise, the capacity to adapt is significant. For instance, an unexpected change or initial difficulty may seem overwhelming at first, but with time and practice, adaptations emerge and new solutions become evident. Maintaining a positive perspective, even in the face of challenges, strengthens resilience and reduces anxiety generated by overthinking. Having faith in one's own ability to overcome challenges or trusting a greater force helps face difficult situations. Avoiding excessive reflection on overthinking itself prevents a vicious cycle from forming. With daily practices of meditation, self-communication, and adaptation in the face of failure, the mind becomes calmer, more resilient, and capable of handling any situation with clarity and purpose. Overthinking stops being an obstacle and becomes a tool for self-knowledge and personal evolution. Before closing, reflect: if it were possible to break free from overthinking, what space of clarity and calm would open up in life? Now, imagine sharing this transformation with others facing the same mental challenge. Leave a comment below describing which technique presented in this video seems most useful, or share a strategy that already works in practice. Each comment not only organizes thoughts internally but also serves as inspiration for anyone needing a path to a calmer mind. If this content was helpful, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to not miss the next videos, which will bring more strategies for living with focus, ease, and clarity. Each daily step toward mental balance is a powerful victory. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.